What's going on, guys? Final day here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This is my third day, I believe, or fourth day. Yeah, I flew in here Wednesday, and like Wednesday, kind of evening, afternoon. So I didn't really get to do much. Just kind of got situated into the Airbnb that I'm in right now, and went to the supermarket, bought some, food supplies. Kind of came back, settled in. I did sleep in the next day. The next day I slept in and because I didn't get any sleep the 24 hours prior to that. I was kind of too amped up, my body, so I couldn't sleep. Before the flight. I think I took a nap on the flight, like an hour, but I was definitely like you know lacking rest. So surprisingly enough, the bed here is comfortable enough to where I could sleep in it. And yeah, so then the next day, then I went to the old San Juan, walked around, went to their Morro is like their fortress, their fort there, very touristy area, big open fields, kind of nice. You see people flying their kites and stuff like that. Very scenic, good kind of coastal breeze from the ocean waves. So it's a good vibe, very chill. Walked around downtown, our old, San Juan, and look at a couple of the restaurants. A lot of like Mexican inspired, cuisine as well, which is interesting. Um, Still haven't tried any what they call morfongo, I believe it's called yet. So I got to do that today, tonight. Find somewhere to get some interesting dishes. They have something called frita carne or something. It's like fried steak bites. It's interesting. Um, so I tried that. I tried a couple of their domestic brews, domestic beer. Like forgot the names of them right now, but yeah. So it was interesting, and yeah, did that. Old San Juan. Looked at a couple shops. Bought a couple like souvenirs. Got a T-shirt and a couple other things, and just kind of walked around and scoped out the area. That was kind of the main thing. I went to both of their fortresses that they have, like their national park fortresses, and I didn't have time that day to go to the Americas Museum, but I went yesterday. So that's what I did mostly yesterday. Same thing, went down San Juan, old San Juan, and interesting as well. I want to say is that I did a lot of bus transfers, taking their bus, and it's sufficient enough if you want to save a penny, save a coin. You know, it's an interesting experience. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing is I wanted to kind of immerse myself into the environment to kind of see, obviously the Spanish language and some of the customs, cultures that you have here. So with like a Uber ride or something like that, you could, quicker, faster to get to your destination, but of course costs you more, and you don't kind of get that experience of intermingling, sitting next to kind of the locals, right? And the interpretation can be difficult because I'm learning Spanish, not advanced or fluent, so a lot of things I don't understand. But that's part of the kind of adventure or excitement of that. But yeah, and then you have the public transportation. Like I said yesterday, I went to the museum. The thing is, like, I had that on my list as a itinerary to go to the museum. I think it's like Las Americanas Museum, and but it wasn't really that special, right? I feel like they could have done a lot better as a museum because I've been to museums, in Europe, in America, even in Ghana, West Africa. I went to a museum there, so I've been to several museums. I like museums. When I go to a new destination, that's like on my list. I want to go to the museum, learn the history, and they did have some good stuff in the museum, but I feel like it wasn't enough. It was a big building, and it was like only on the second floor, and there was like six exhibits or six rooms of information there and some art and other artifacts. It just to me was like they got to do more with that museum. Honestly, I feel like personally, for a guy like me, so I felt like it was kind of wasn't worth it to take the bus all the way over there. You know, and then take the bus back and stuff. Like, I could just spend my time just on the beach. What I'm gonna do actually right now when I'm done with this video, go rent a bicycle, go to the beach, chill. This is gonna be my last day here in San Juan before I go out to Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. Um, Crossing my fingers that there's no like delays or anything like that. Everything's kind of smooth over there, but primarily over there in Punta Cana will be just on the beach. There's no museums or nothing else. I mean, there's like, clubs and stuff like that, but it's mainly a beach kind of resort situation. But here, San Juan, I feel like there's a good blend. You do have the kind of nightlife, restaurant, etc., and then the beaches, right? But this is a whole island, so you have beaches all everywhere you go, right? And yeah, so this will be my last day here. Just want to do this quick vlog, and then yeah, get a bicycle, ride around, go to the beach. If there's enough time, I hope so, I can kind of rent a kayak for an hour or something. And they have the Coronado Lagoon kayak in there for a bit, get wet, all that stuff. So the only, downside I think about this trip is I didn't do any nightlife, really. There's like a local spot, like there's like a bar slash kind of takeout restaurant. It's like an outdoor situation, like down the road here. I went there, I think a couple nights ago, but I wasn't feeling it, wasn't vibing it. It seemed like an older crowd, locals, local Puerto Ricans, but a lot like older people, and just kind of seemed like dead, you know. It didn't seem like it was vibing. There weren't any like hot chicas there, right, looking to party and stuff. So it will, I think I would find those type of like nightclub environments more in other kind of exclusive areas, or just like the old San Juan or something like that. I don't really know the whole layout. I try to do some research to find out some spots, but I kind of just gave up and realized, let me just go here and then I'll like kind of look around and figure it out. But that's the one thing I didn't accomplish, is kind of nightlife, salsa dancing, because that would have been pretty fun, a good addition to the trip. So just that. Everything else has been pretty cool. Yeah, maybe could have did some jet skiing or something. It's like the start of my trip, so I still got like a week left, right? But the week will be in DR. So let's see what that has to bring. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else much to share. I do want to come back, like I said, to do like the nightlife stuff, the salsa dancing. I think that's something I missed out on. And I don't know, a boat cruise, not really. Maybe jet skiing or something, but just chill on the beach, and then at night, go hang out at one of the clubs and listen to some reggaeton or salsa, something like that. I think that's the only thing I'm kind of missing. But there's always another opportunity, so it's not a huge deal. And that's kind of the way I look at it. So yeah, it's the first time, and it's so far so good. It's been great. And I definitely recommend other people to check it out, learn some of the history, practice your Spanish. I've had great opportunities to do that, even though I'm embarrassed because I don't really know that much. But the goal here to come was to learn more and practice and continue to grow. So that's all I got for this time, and look forward to you guys seeing the next one.